Hey guys, let's get more news about Lakers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Lakers, LeBron James calls for Anthony Davis help after brutal Suns loss. The Los Angeles Lakers suffered a tough 123-113 loss to the Phoenix Suns on Sunday, and LeBron James got real about the struggles on the defensive glass during the loss, saying that the guards need to help out Anthony Davis so that the team can get enough rebounds after forcing stops. They spread your defense out a lot, so you're out on the perimeter a lot, you're contesting a lot of threes, LeBron James said, via Daniel Starkin of Lakers Nation. We got to do a better job as the guards and forwards of coming back and trying to crash to help AD. There's a lot of long rebounds, a lot of rebounds went over AD's head and Nurk was able to push him up underneath the rim and get the majority of his offensive rebounds. Royce O'Neal had a couple crashing in from the corners. I don't think we talked about that enough before the game and had a point of emphasis of him crashing. So we'll do a better of that going forward. But we've been better with that as of late. Today it hurt us. But we've been better. The Lakers dropped to 31-28 overall with the loss to the Suns. As a result, the Lakers are tied for 10th in the Western Conference with the Golden State Warriors. They are 4 games ahead of the Utah Jazz for the last play-in tournament spot. LeBron James, Darvin Ham blast refs after frustrating loss versus Suns hurts Lakers playoff chances. We're not shooting 40-53s a game, said LeBron. We're not that team. We don't have the luxury of being that team. The Los Angeles Lakers' offensive identity is predicated on pounding the paint and getting to the free throw line. During and after Sunday's 123-113 loss to the Phoenix Suns, LeBron James and Darvin Ham's group was visibly frustrated by their inability to garner whistles. The Lakers entered Sunday averaging 24.7 free throw attempts per game. They rank second in average paint points, 55.9. Against Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and the Suns, the Lakers shot a season-low 8 freebies, missing 4, while Phoenix converted 18 of 19 from the charity stripe. Total fouls, Lakers 14, Suns 12. I'm not one to use referees as an excuse, but it's becoming increasingly tough because of the inconsistency, said Ham. I'm seeing our guys get the same contact on them as we're supposedly committing and the whistle's not being blown. And that's something we focus on, is trying to win the free throw line every day. That's tough. I'm telling my guys to drive downhill. We're trying to love and live in the paint. And you're not getting calls. I see guys with their hands in our guys' ribs, or swiping at their heads trying to block the shot but not getting the ball but getting a piece of the body, and it's not being called. Simple as that. So we have to figure out ways to not let that be a problem. But it's tough. It's frustrating when there's so much inconsistency. LeBron, who posted 28 points despite going 1 of 4 from the line, forlornly replied, "Yeah, for sure," when asked if the Lakers were victimized by the whistle in Phoenix. LeBron used the post-game platform to highlight his LA's lack of lasers and corresponding reliance on physicality. "That's who we are," said LeBron. "But a lot of people, a lot of coaches, a lot of teams, are like, that's all the Lakers do, is get to the free throw line. There's like this narrative out there that all we do is get to the free throw line. I mean, we have attackers. That's what we do. Yeah, we shoot the ball from the perimeter, but we're not shooting 40-53s a game. We're not that team. We don't have the luxury of being that team. We're getting to the paint. That's what we're really good at. To have 8 free throw attempts is definitely not us. I know definitely I got hit a couple times going to the paint tonight that wasn't called, but it is what it is." The Lakers did outscore Phoenix by 12 in the paint, but the Suns, effectively deploying huge lineups featuring Durant, Jusuf Nurkic, and Bol Bol, were the more physical ball club, evidenced by a +17 advantage on the glass. Anthony Davis's final box score looks impressive, 22 points, 11 of 17 shooting, 14 rebounds, 3 blocks, 2 steals, but obscures the fact that he was largely manhandled by Nurkic, 18 points, 22 rebounds, 7 assists. The Suns pulled down 14 offensive boards, compared to 3 for the Lakers. The Lakers can glom onto officiating as a subject for venting, but they dug their own grave. They surrendered 45 points in a sloppy first quarter that triggered flashbacks to November, when double-digit first-quarter deficits were a regular occurrence. The Lakers tightened the screws and fought back. They effectively kept Durant, 22 points, 7-20 FG, and Devin Booker, 21 points, 8-18 FG, in check, but the Suns' supporting cast, particularly Grayson Allen, 24 points, and Royce O'Neal, 20 points, capitalized on their stars' gravity. Other than D'Angelo Russell, 20 points, the Lakers didn't get enough from its ensemble. Ham's rotations didn't help. Citing AD's 2 early fouls and the opponent's size, Ham ignored Max Christie, 4 minutes, and Jackson Hayes, 7 minutes, 2 of their better rebounders off the bench. Instead, Taurean Prince, 29 minutes, team worst -13, and Spencer Dinwiddie, 3 points, 23 minutes, saw the brunt of the action. Jayson Tatum will leave the Celtics. The Celtics have built an incredible team around Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown. They are perennial contenders in the Eastern Conference and could be on their way to a second straight NBA Finals appearance. Despite this, there are rumors that Jaylen Brown could leave via trade or free agency in 2024. With his co-star going elsewhere, there is some concern that Tatum will follow suit and ask to leave. However, this may not be the case after all. They've done nothing but make Jayson Tatum feel welcome there, make him feel like he's part of a line that goes back to Bill Russell, John Havlicek, Sam Jones, Larry Bird, Paul Pierce, all the greats of the Celtics, an anonymous NBA GM told Heavy. As long as they keep winning, I don't think you're going to hear anything negative from Tatum about wanting out. Jayson Tatum is undoubtedly the Boston Celtics' biggest star, and that could be part of the reason why Brown is considering leaving in 2024. Losing him in free agency would be disastrous, as the Celtics would lose a great talent for practically nothing. And if they don't want to lose Brown without a return, they'll have to make a trade this offseason. But it appears that no matter what they decide, Tatum is content knowing he is the main player in Boston. He's good enough to be a number 1 option for half the teams in the league, and maybe he wants that challenge. There was some talk about Jaylen in Houston. He could go to Houston and take over the team and be the face of the franchise. The Rockets would love that, the anonymous GM said. Jaylen Brown is at an interesting point in his career, and it will be exciting to see the decisions he makes going forward. The Celtics will certainly want to keep Brown, but if it becomes clear they won't be able to, at least they'll be able to make their moves, knowing they have their star player, Jayson Tatum, committed and safe. Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown will continue to be 2 important players in the NBA, and Celtics fans will be eager to see how this situation plays out in the coming years. Those who already have an eye on Tatum is the Lakers, who have already declared the league's interest in the player. If he become a free agent, the Lakers will certainly try to exchange him. And you, fan, what do you think of the situation about Jayson Tatum? Leave your opinion in the comments.